Hello internet and welcome back to the most inquisitive channel on YouTube, the place where we pit very real colossal athletes from differing worlds of combat and throw them into a very fictional bout in an effort to see who comes out on top. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Floyd Mayweather. This is going to be a scrappy one. What's going on, guys? As per usual, I'll be your disembodied floating voice Jack Finch as we bind our knuckles, pop in a mouthguard and thank our lucky stars that this is theoretical as we ask the question on the tip of everybody's lips: what if Khabib fought Floyd Mayweather? Roll the clip.
Hey, let's go, Floyd. We have to fight now. 50-0 versus 27-0. Two guys never like lose. Let's go. Why not? Because in the jungle, only one king.
I think this goes without saying, but as of October 16th, the cards are pretty much set for Khabib and Mayweather to step into the ring together as Floyd responded to the Russian nationals' call out with a simple message: get the checkbook out, let's make Las Vegas great again. And oh boy, that sounds like fighting talk to me, because as history has taught us, neither of these men can back down from a bout, be it in the ring or the octagon, and wow, there's more than money on the line here. I also think we should preface this video with one very clear fact. Khabib is unrivaled in his sport, and it's probably going to skew these results a little bit. Despite scandal, despite conspiracy and potential criminal repercussions, the 30-year-old Russian mixed martial artist is a force the likes that we haven't before seen. Also, you might not know this, but Khabib, as part of his early childhood training regime, would wrestle a bear. Yeah, you heard that correctly. So, yeah, we're cooking with gasoline here, folks. Before we jump into that though, you all know the drill by now. If you're a fan of Floyd Mayweather, Khabib, UFC, or, you know, just LBQ in general, then go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, as well as that subscribe bell so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest uploads. If you'd like to get in touch with myself or the creative team here at LBQ, then head down to the info box down below. On with the show. Floyd Money Mayweather, perhaps one of the most successful professional boxers of all time, has held multiple world titles in an astounding 5 weight classes and the lineal championship in 4 weight classes, twice at welterweight. And if that isn't enough to make you quake in your boots, this guy was also one of the few fighters to retire with an undefeated record. Mayweather has fought 50 professional fights without defeat, which honestly, I think this commonly gets overlooked, and that's insane. Compare this then to Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov, a 30-year-old Russian national mixed martial artist, a 2-time combat sambo world champion, and the reigning undisputed UFC lightweight champion, although the events of his most recent fight have tarnished that somewhat. Like Mayweather, this guy is undefeated, and he's a titan of combat with 27 wins, holding the record for the longest undefeated streak in professional MMA history. The longest winning streak in the sport of boxing is 89 professional fights from the incredible Mexican legend Julio Chavez, but it's important to note that he didn't retire undefeated like Mayweather did. No one has ever taken a pop at the king and succeeded, which makes Khabib's reign that even more impressive then, because for a sport that's only been around for 24 years, Khabib is making history, and he's literally unrivaled in his field. In Khabib's early career, he would take on a perfect 16-0 record, all of which he won by TKO or submission, and his unrivaled ability in sambo and judo groundwork has only gotten more oppressive as his skill has grown, taking his victorious streak to the 27-0 level that it is now. Just take a look at the McGregor fight, arguably one of the best distance strikers in the past few years with an idiosyncratic fight IQ, but crumbled when it came to grappling and submission. Guys, Khabib was wrestling a bear when he was like 9 years old. He will grapple you, he will consume you, and he won't let go. There is arguably anyone left in the sport that has ever, or perhaps will ever, come close to Khabib in that respect, and so if Floyd wants to take this fight to the octagon, then it's done and dusted. It'll be a quicker fight than McGregor, but hey, they'll make a shed ton of money, right? It's whether this is a boxing bout or not that this question really matters, because time and time again Floyd Mayweather has proven that his iron will is unshakable behind a pair of gloves and 12 rounds. Again, just take the McGregor-Mayweather fight as an example. Everyone applauded Conor's confidence, the same perhaps with Khabib, but when you really break the technicalities down of a 50-0 multi-weight boxing champion, the reality starts to sink in. Floyd Mayweather has the perfect defense defense of any professional boxer. He can't be broken down in the ring, especially by a competitor from a different sport. There's just too much speed, too much confidence in his own ability. Even when he loses the first few rounds, Floyd makes a comeback. He rests on his defense, he adjusts, and he takes control of the match again. Time and time again, Floyd's formula has paid off, and it would against Khabib, who lacks the speed and upright maneuverability of Mayweather. Khabib's only tactic would be a bull rush and a smother, and Floyd's smarter than that. Watch the Marcos Maidana fight and you'll see what I mean. It's a bit of a cop-out to make the obvious point that both athletes would win in their respective sports, and it really does come down to a semblance of a coin toss. Depending how the fight is promoted, perhaps they'll be walking towards a multi-sport fight with a separate UFC and boxing match respectively, which, well, either way, as with anything Floyd Mayweather does, will be an absolutely huge payday for everybody involved. What do you guys think? How would a Khabib Mayweather fight pan out? Let us know your thoughts in the comment box down below. If you'd like to continue on with your question in binge, hit that playlist floating shortly above. As per usual, I've been your host Jack Finch. You've been watching life's biggest questions, and until next time, you take it easy.